We're back. What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Friday edition of the Stay Cashin show. What you missed me say before was that Evan was the best producer in the world. Bill, are you still accepting those applications in your DMs?
I'm reviewing them over the weekend.
All right. Make sure you keep eating through the whole show like a true professional. Rackets, looks like it's just me and you. This guy doesn't know how to turn sound on. This guy's eating lunch.
We got icy hot for Bill, and he's got some lunch too.
And there goes Evan. Now,
Listen, hold on.
Evan, where are you? I was just about to talk to you.
Hold on a second. If Rackets could smoke a bong, I can eat a fucking peach.
I go on mute.
Actually, no, because you eating a peach reminds me of my dying grandfather, like stuffing food in his mouth.
You see me stuffing it and rolling down.
It's just gross.
You're fucking gross. You made everyone see that stupid retarded finger for a minute. Oh, look at that thing.
It took up the whole
Got that
screen.
wrapped around your neck, Bill? That fucking hand?
God, it looks like a...
Imagine that around your fucking neck.
Like a face hugger from Aliens.
Yeah, don't worry. There's a fucking huge dick that comes with those huge hands. So, Rackets, looks like me and you're going to have to carry this shit, or maybe even carry Bill. Bill's having back issues. What is that wrapped around your waist there, Bill?
My ace bandage. I have a ice pack strapped to my back.
Ice pack. You bailed on the heating pad, huh? Going ice pack?
I went back to when I was hurting before, and I remember the ice was better than the heat.
Okay, so Bill's in you should just do it from an ice bath.
First of all,
just fill your whole bathtub up with ice and do the show from an ice bath.
There's a boil water emergency in my area, so I am not doing that.
Okay, well, hopefully you survive that. He's having some technical issues over there. I don't know if he's back. Is he back?
I think we're back. I think we're good.
All right, can you hear Evan?
We'll
find out in 30 seconds.
That's never happened before. It's never happened.
I mean, it has.
I won't be here next week, guys. I'm going to be fired. I'll be on the streets if you need me. Just come.
If anyone's looking for a below average producer, Evan's going to be available in like 45.
Just hit me up on Twitter.
What up, E?
Oh, stressful. Wow, stressful right now.
A lot going on. All right. So let's get to it. Today we got a lot going on. We got some headlines to talk about. This will probably be the only show in America that does not talk about Donald Trump and the raid, so we'll avoid those topics. We have UFC. We got Constantino coming on at the end of the show. We're going to run down the whole baseball slate as we do every show. We will go into some preseason football. Nice little night last night for us on the gridiron. So I got a few more plays for this weekend, starting football off good. 2 wins last night, 2-0. Let's start there. Bill Rupp. Your favorite preseason bet for the last few years. The Ravens don't lose in the preseason, and every fucking knucklehead sharp on TV was on the other side. Every one of them.
Everyone.
Side. And me and Bill got on the phone and said, nope, Ravens money line.
Yeah, they're not going to get me with that shit.
No, have fun with your analytics.
20 in a row, and everyone on all the shows I watch, because I watch a lot of them, and they're all like, it can't go 21. It can't go 21.
Not the same team.
They're not the same team. They're trying out new receivers. They're trying out. Doesn't fucking matter, bro.
Doesn't matter. Listen to me. The bottom line is these are the same guys who will, I think this guy's going to lose the fight, but I'm going to take him because he's plus 220 instead of plus 210, right? He should be plus 190 because they get that one little bit of edge. Meanwhile, it's like, why don't you factor in, hey, the Ravens have won us thousands of dollars over the last 2 preseasons, just riding them all the time. We got a little money we can give back here on them, so I am going to bet the Ravens every preseason game until they lose. And then when they lose, maybe I'll change it. But it was one of my bigger bets of the night last night.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I ended up piling into them again live when they went down when I was watching the game. So nice win there. Rackets, did you have anything in play? Did you play anything on the football games last night?
I did not. I didn't even watch football. I'm not in football mode for another week or two.
All right. Yeah, I've been actually studying the preseason. Preseason is pretty easy, I think, especially the first couple weeks, because it really has nothing to do with anything else outside of who has the 3 better quarterbacks. That's really it. Like, are you going to face some fucking gas can who's never thrown a football in the NFL? And there's a play today that I really like that revolves around that. But, Bill, we also went against Bill Belichick. Both our theories could have cashed last night. Obviously, I like the Giants in that spot yesterday. They came through, won the game late. We took them on the money line. There's no way I'm laying points in the preseason. You got to be out of your fucking mind. But you had a theory that Bill Belichick wanted to lose that game, though.
Yeah, because it gets them fired up.
Yeah.
You know, you got something to yell at in the locker room.
Yeah.
You know, if they came down and they had that game-winning drive, what can Bill do?
Yeah.
Keep anybody fired up like that? Their team is in. They need practice.
They're in shambles.
Guys.
They need some.
Well, I thought the whole time he was going to blow it, maybe let them win at the end. And that run D at the end kind of looked like whatever he had in there was not their run.
It kind of looked like they were throwing the end of that game.
They were not run defense specialists at the end. I'm telling you.
They were kind of playing a zone run scheme with a fucking nickel over top in a time when they didn't need
18 yards, 15 yards, 15 yards. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. Good start to the NFL for us. We're going to smash all the way through. Got a few plays for today we'll get into in a minute. So if you want to switch NFL and MLB on the thing, we'll go NFL after headlines. But first, let's see what we got to talk about. What is hot in the news today? Ev Hand.
Well, we got Marshawn Lynch. He got arrested for a DUI in Las Vegas, and the cops pulled him, dragged him out of his car, and his car was just completely in shambles. Apparently, he was driving on the sidewalk. Everywhere but the road, basically.
Not Lynch.
His car didn't even have a rim, from what I saw.
He came on a nationally televised show, the Peyton and Eli show, and he was high as fuck and drunk as hell. Dude. He was doing shots of tequila.
Look at his picture, Bill.
His mugshot is crazy.
He came on ESPN and did the show fucked up.
Right. And the funny thing about Lynch, people think Lynch is an irresponsible idiot. He actually never spent $1 of his football money. The whole entire time he played, never spent $1 of his contract money, only spent his endorsement money. So, shockingly, very loves marijuana, is one of the best people with kids, does more for his community than anyone, and kind of like Eli doesn't tell anyone. I think he's a great dude. I think he's an awesome dude. He just gets a little too fucked up. So, as someone who I feel like I'm a pretty good dude, I just get a little too fucked up. I got to appreciate it and got to love it. So, sorry, Marshawn. Wish you the best. The best was the little fucking meme that came out. Cops, how high are you? Marshawn Lynch, 5'11".
I saw one that was like when your coach calls a pass play and you're at the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl, and it was his mugshot.
Oh, dude, I don't know if anyone's done it yet. They need to. If you could find it, Ian, put it on the screen. The video of Marshawn Lynch when he was in college, fucking riding the cart around the field and almost fucking killing people and fucking spinning the wheel back and forth. If that hasn't been done, which I assume it has, I'll do it after the show. But any takes on this, boys? Marshawn Lynch?
Go ahead, though.
No, good.
Right.
No.
There's never been anyone who cares less about the show than Bill Rupp. Ever. He can't even take 5 minutes off TikTok. Like, he's just obsessed.
I'm not on TikTok. I'm actually on ESPN. While you're talking and babbling about Marshawn, I was actually looking something up.
Oh, wow.
Painting the show.
Oh, wow. So you're doing the stuff you should have done.
I mean, Tommy, I already said the Eli and Peyton show. What else can I possibly...
I just said any other final words
on it? A retired football player who I could give two fucks about.
I go, Bill, any final words on it?
I have nothing else.
Hold on, let me call you back.
No.
Tommy's bothering me. Yeah, what?
I've got nothing else.
Okay, good. Keep it moving.
Nope. Did you hear that? Nope.
I heard that nope. I heard that nope. Next headline, Evan.
Next.
Did you guys happen to see Antonio Brown's tweet yesterday?
Yes. Was that real or was that a parody? Was that real? He really?
I mean, his account tweeted it out. So it's just the most absurd thing. I'll put it up on the screen. For those of you who are listening, it says, "My biggest regret in my career doesn't involve calling my GM a cracker or showing up to Raiders camp in a hot air balloon with frozen feet or throwing rocks at a UPS driver. And it definitely doesn't involve me taking my shirt off and doing a victory lap around the Jets stadium mid-game while throwing up deuces. This is the crazy part. My biggest regret is that I'll never get to see me, Antonio Brown, play a game live. Sure, I can watch the game afterwards, but I can't imagine what that's like for you all. For you all to see something like that, like watching the Beatles or Jesus perform at Red Rocks.
Watching the Beatles or Jesus perform at Red Rocks.
What?
I think it's the funniest quote I've ever seen.
That's amazing.
That sounds like something I would say.
It's CTE in a quote.
Yeah,
Literally.
it's basically, and he didn't notice he left out the part where he's beating the shit out of that girl on a live stream and fucking all that. He only put the funny shit in there. But
That's the dumbest thing I've heard since yesterday with the 10 things that millennials want for their jobs.
I mean, that's the craziest thing. This might have to be my first TikTok, Bill. I made him send it to me again. Let me just read these. Bill sent this to me. He was watching this on television. This is peculiar perks employees want companies to offer. Okay, these are the 10 perks.
New, like these are the new kids coming out of college.
Kids coming out of college, perks that they want, top 10 that they want their next employer to offer. And this has nothing to do with sports, but trust me, you're gonna love it. Courtesy of Bill Rupp, which was courtesy of Fox News. Number 10, house plant bereavement leave.
I don't even know what that
Number
is.
9, premium subscription to dating app. This is what they want their employers to give them. This is what's important to them when they go get a job. Not even like cafeteria or a gym or
more sick time,
health benefits, a stable boss. No. Premium subscription to dating app. Doom scrolling detox days.
I don't even know what that is.
No.
I don't know what that is either.
Compassionate leave ranks 7th. Social media detox days.
Do we get any of these perks here at 4D?
Do you even want these? Here's one you might want, Rackets. Paid hair coloring came in 5th.
No, I'm bald, so I don't give a fuck.
All right. Free meditation sessions. What about that?
Free what?
Free meditation sessions.
No, not really.
How about this one? Breakup leave.
I mean that.
So if you get dumped, you get to take time off work, like bereavement.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You're all like you're sad.
Right. How about number 2? Paid sleep app subscription. And number 3, hangover leave.
So you could just get
Imagine
hammered.
going to your boss
Tommy
as someone who
Chapman.
takes his own personal hangover days every once in a while. Imagine going to your boss and saying, listen, I'm going to need at least 12 days of paid hangover leave this month because I'm going to go get fucked up on a Wednesday and not be ready for work the next day. So I want you to pay me for when I do that.
My question
Sounds
is,
like Tommy G.
I mean,
who
I
are
would
they
love
playing?
it. Would never ask for it. Anyway, back to sports. All right. Evan, what else we got?
I guess there's reports coming out that the Lakers are willing to give up their 2 first-round picks this upcoming draft for Kyrie.
I mean, I said he was going to end up back with LeBron once he started apologizing to LeBron. The cabal thing, Kyrie got kicked out of the cabal, and now they're trying to bring him back in or something. I mean, listen, good luck. Good luck. The Lakers are a fucking disaster. Bill, what was the Lakers win total?
44.5.
Like, I mean, that's pretty crazy, right? The Lakers win total, they're expected to go fucking 40.
They win 33 games last year?
Yeah. I mean, when have you ever seen the Lakers at like 44 wins as a preseason expectation with stars all over the team?
In the last 3 years,
I'm gonna take the under, too.
they quit.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under, too. I think they're a below 500 team again. I think they're trash. What else we got, E?
That's it for the headlines. I'm about to start a giveaway. We have 110 people in here and only 53 likes, so we're not gonna give it away if we don't get 100 likes. So
all right, smash the like button and we will do the giveaway. Let's go. It's not that hard. Push that little fucking thumb up. Boom. Another finger for you, Bill. So let's go into the NFL here.
I got a curvy thumb. Look at that.
I do too.
No, look at mine.
I mean, yours
What the hell?
Mine's curvier. That's a curve.
Dude.
Put it closer.
Look at that.
Jesus.
what the hell?
Look at the curve.
I mean,
What's that?
dude, that's from all the buttholes that you've gotten it stuck in.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Guy clenches on you and you're trying to pull it out.
Thumb's a butthole.
Fucking. I mean, listen. What was your first?
First of all,
job
if
title
there's
at the jail?
anybody on this show whoever got thumbed in the butthole, would be the guy who's in prison.
Hold on. What was your first job title at jail?
What do you mean?
What did you do? You were the blank and blank guy.
Butts and nuts.
Butts and nuts. That was his first job. You had to check the butts and the nuts for drugs when they came in. So, yeah, I think it would be the butts and nuts guy who would have the fucking old crooky butthole thumb. But anyway, let's talk about the football games last night. Did you take anything away from the games, Rackets? You didn't even watch them, right?
I didn't even watch them.
All right, Bill, did you take anything away from those games last night?
I mean, not really. How can you?
Yeah.
Giants, they played what? Their players like 10 plays or something.
Couple drives, yeah.
Yeah, and then they didn't. New England really didn't play many people, so you really can't. What can you take away from any of those besides the Ravens winning 21 in a row and bet on them every time? I mean, what can you take away?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I do think you can take a little bit from it as far as a global team perspective. I don't really focus too much on players at all in the preseason, even week 3 and 4. I don't care what's going on in the preseason. But you can kind of get a feel like with Oakland versus the Jags, in that first game that we saw a week or so ago. Even their depth looked pretty good. They looked active across the board. Ravens, same thing. They look pretty deep. But outside of that, you're really not going to make any assumptions. Well, let's talk about the games today. See if there's any bets. Rackets, are you going to have anything on the games today?
Football, no.
No. Okay. Bill, are you looking at anything on the games today?
Yeah, but like you said earlier, I want to see who's starting.
Right. So we're getting duped a little bit too. We've been duped a couple times already in just like 3 preseason games. We didn't know Josh Jacobs was going to play a full quarter, and he did.
Well, I don't think anybody knew that.
I was hearing rumors that Daniel Jones may only play a couple snaps, and then I heard rumors that he may play the whole first quarter, and he didn't either, right? So I don't really wait too much. I don't think it affects the line for me. The one thing I am going to focus on, the first game here, Falcons-Lions, I think this game goes over. So I haven't put an official play on this yet because I am going to want some more information. But I really just strictly analyze the quarterbacks here. That's my main thing in any preseason, and it's done pretty well for me. You do have Ritter, who a lot of you guys don't know about. He's Bill, you probably know him. You followed Cincinnati a lot last year. Ritter's very good. Dual threat option at quarterback. He's going to be in a fight with Mariota here for this job. So I do like the Mariota-Ritter situation. I think we're going to get a good look at both of those. And those are 2 guys I think are fairly explosive. And I do like the quarterbacks that are lined up on Detroit. Keep in mind, this is for preseason. This isn't for regular season. We do have Blau and Boyle, who both have 4 or 5 years experience, have both flashed a little bit at times and been garbage at other times. But I think you're pretty much going to have 4 competent quarterbacks playing most of these games. So I think there will be some points here. So I'm leaning over on this. I'm not going to make a play on it yet. Bill, what do you think?
I mean, you could tell that some of these guys aren't even ready for the NFL.
Right.
Look at that New England drive when they scored at the end there.
Yeah.
Those passes were so bad.
Right.
And that last pass where they got the touchdown was so underthrown, so bad, but the Giants defensive guy was even worse.
Right.
He couldn't turn around and knock the ball down. That I don't know, man. How do you expect them to score at the end unless the defense is just
that's why I focus on experience more than anything else, right? Like, let me give you another game that I'm looking at here that'll kind of break it down a little bit better. So if you look at let me just pull it up here. Let me pull up Cleveland. So the next
game,
you
guys are talking about this, very back, Tommy.
Yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
All right, we'll be right back. Okay. So next game is Cleveland, Bill. I'm assuming you're probably going to be on the Browns with me here with Deshaun Watson starting and the Jaguars looking like complete dog shit last week.
Well, who's starting for the Jags?
I mean, I don't care. Like, Trevor Lawrence is fucking trash.
Yeah, but he's still better than,
Not better than Deshaun Watson.
Well, it depends who's starting with Trevor.
Here's the thing. This is a perfect example. We already said we're not finding out who's starting until later. Yeah. But so if you look at Trevor Lawrence, we saw fucking Perry and Lutton last week, like just horrific. Jaguars, you thought the Jaguars weren't going to score a point all game, right? And we know CJ Beathard is just whatever he is. So if you take Lawrence out and take Deshaun Watson out, I think we may see more run for Deshaun Watson than we do for any other starting quarterback this week, potentially, because he's probably not going to play for the first half of the season. So why wouldn't you run him more? So advantage Cleveland there. And if you go to the backups, this is a situation where I was saying you have behind Deshaun Watson, I'm just reading the roster. I don't know who's available right now. You have Josh Rosen, Josh Dobbs, and Jacoby Brissett. Now, granted, all 3 of those guys suck, right? But they have 18 years combined in the NFL. So at least you're bringing in guys who have played 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons who are going to be somewhat competent. Whereas when you look at the Jaguars, Lutton's in his second year, Lawrence is in his second year, Perry's a rookie. You just got a lot of guys that really haven't played much. Lawrence obviously shouldn't even really play at all. If he does, maybe a series or so. So I go advantage Cleveland here, even with not just because of Deshaun Watson. So I'm taking Cleveland as an official play minus 110.
I can see that after what the Jaguars did last week.
They looked terrible.
Yeah,
they looked terrible. They were getting scorched up and down. Mm-hmm. Next game here, we have Cardinals-Bengals. Any interest here, Bill?
Again.
Quarterbacks, let me just read the quarterbacks. Kyler Murray, McSorley, Colt McCoy, and then Guarantino. And then for Cincinnati, you're looking at obviously Burrow, Pitt, Browning, and Allen.
Burrow's out.
Burrow's not playing, right? So you're looking at Browning, Pitt, and Brandon Allen. I mean, if I'm going anywhere, I'm going Arizona. But the problem is with all the fucking problems Arizona's had in the preseason, that team looks like they're in shambles. I'm probably just going to stay away from that game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay. Next game here on the NFL preseason slate. Oops, hold on. Just get this back up. Jets, Eagles, I'm going nowhere near it. Evan, do you have any interest in the Jets, Eagles game?
I have zero interest in it.
Okay.
Maybe Brees Hall might do something, but again, it's preseason. It doesn't really matter.
There's everybody in our chat, I guess maybe because of Healy and Hoffman, they all are betting the Eagles to win the division.
Yeah,
I love the Eagles.
Yeah, I think Rackets does too, right?
Nope, I do not.
No, Rackets, us three don't.
We're the only ones that don't. Nikos does too, then. Yeah.
Everybody loves it. I can't figure it out why.
Listen,
I told them yesterday in the chat, I'll take all of it. Give me the action.
Yeah, it's the system, it's the additions. They did have some great offseason additions. The bottom line is you can't make up for how bad Jalen Hurts is. So if Jalen Hurts is going to run for fucking 1,500 yards this year, sure. But the fact that you expect him to run that much or make throws, Jalen Hurts is fucking dog shit. So no,
I think they could. I think they do have a chance at winning their division, but they're not getting out of the NFC anywhere close to it.
Well, here's the thing: every year there's a fucking team that everyone knows they forget last year, right? Every year there's a team like that where everyone forgets Jalen Hurts sucks, where everyone forgets the Cleveland Browns are never going to win anything, right? Every year we went into the season, this is the Browns year, this is the Browns year. You know, Kyler Murray again. If people are going to be on Arizona again. Like, these guys suck. They sucked last year. They're not going to be better. Jalen Hurts is going to get worse every year of his career. He's not going to evolve. He's going to devolve because he has one skill, and that's running. So Philly's going to suck. They're going to be a 500 team at best. The division's terrible. They still won't win the division.
Yeah, all they have is A.J. Brown now, and Miles Sanders isn't going to.
And they're one injury away. I mean, dude, A.J. Brown's banged up all the time. No, fuck the Eagles. They're trash. This is my second favorite game. So my favorite game I'm going to give you in a minute. It's tomorrow. This is my second favorite game, and my third favorite one is probably the Browns. Packers, Niners, Bill. I actually really like the Niners a lot in this game. If you look at the quarterback situation, obviously Aaron Rodgers not even going to fucking sniff the field. Jordan Love is complete fucking afterbirth. He's terrible. And Danny Etling is one of the worst LSU quarterbacks, I think I've ever seen. So they have nothing at quarterback there. Jordan Love is horrific. So I have no interest in that. And then when you go to San Fran, you're looking at Trey Lance. You're looking at Sudfeld, who's got 6 years in the league. I actually like Brock Purdy more than I like Etling from Iowa State. And then you got Jimmy on the team too. So even if you don't know who plays, you got a better stable of quarterbacks there for San Fran, plus a better system, plus they're deeper. You got a lot of guys that should get some burn that we've heard of. If you just look how deep their running back court is. Trey Sermon, Jeff Wilson, Elijah Mitchell, JaMychal Hasty. These are all name brand guys. So I don't know who's in, who's out, who's on the IL, but I'm telling you, they go deep. So I'm all in Niners here. I think this line's minus 140. I think it should be minus like 190, 200.
All right. I mean, I'll follow you. I didn't look into that game at all. So
yeah, I like that. And my favorite game, which I think you'll agree with, Bill, Steelers tomorrow. This should be a no-brainer to just keep pounding the Steelers all preseason. You do have a quarterback battle going on here in Pittsburgh, but the Seahawks are in shambles, right? Like, this is a team who wasn't good last year. Drew Lock may get a little burn, but you're looking at Geno Smith and Jacob Eason. These are just bad people, washed up or shitty. And when you look at it from the Steelers' perspective, I think they're the perfect preseason team. They're young, right? So they got a lot of young good backs. Did you guys see the video of Master Teague, who I fucking love, coming out of Ohio State? Master Teague's going to get a lot of burn, Bill. You know Master Teague betting on Ohio State. He's going to get a lot of burn. He's basically Najee 2.0. You're going to have Najee, and you got some young backs up there that are also going to get some run, along with Benny Snell and McNichols. So great backfield. But you have literally Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, and Mitch Trubisky all fighting for a job. And all Trubisky and Rudolph, listen, they're not great NFL quarterbacks, But for the preseason, they got 5-6 years experience. They're going to be playing against backups. And then you got Kenny Pickett, who was basically the top quarterback coming out of the draft. I don't think you see a bad quarterback from a preseason perspective all game. And the running backs, they're going to be able to throw at teams. And we know they have a good deep defense. So I think the Steelers minus 170. What do I have them at? 160?
Yep.
That should be 250. Like the Steelers route. That's Bill?
You didn't hear me again?
No. You said I like it.
I heard
him
something. That time I heard you say something.
All right, I'm just checking. Yeah, no,
I got you, Bill Rupp. I got you.
I like it. I'm with you.
Like it? All right, cool. Any other input on anything for the preseason? Obviously, you're not going to go too heavy on these guys. Throw a little sprinkle. We actually have a 4-team parlay live. The 4-team parlay was the Giants, the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Browns. So if the Browns and Steelers come through, we'll hit a plus 700 preseason bet, which never hurt nobody. Everyone good on NFL?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get to MLB. What other show is breaking down every preseason game in 15 minutes, Evan Hand?
I don't know. I don't know any other show.
I don't know anyone either. We have no idea who's starting, but we'll break it down for you anyway because I don't think it matters. People overestimate the starters in the preseason. Guys, they're going to play a series or two.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to play like 6 minutes of a fucking 60-minute game. The starters don't mean shit, and they're going against the best defenders because the other team is going to play half their defensive starters. So the starters aren't what you research when you look at a preseason game. You look at the fucking who's going to be in the second half against the Scabs. Marlins, Braves, Rackets, Pablo on the hill versus Odorizzi. What do you think?
I like the Braves. I don't like targeting Pablo, though. So maybe it's a late play for me, but Braves minus 140 looks good to me.
I like it too. Bill Rupp?
Nothing. I'm not going against Pablo on that.
I'm going to tell you why we're going to wait. I'm going to wait on this. I think I read it on the show last time, and it happened again last start. Pablo is a great pitcher. He's got a 3.5 ERA. Here's his earned runs given up: 4.61, 5.1, 1.2, 5.06. Like, he either gets bombed or he's deals. So I'm going to wait an inning. If he looks like he has his stuff, I'm going to jump, probably stay away from it. And if he looks like he even lets a base runner or two on early, I'm just going to jump with Rackets on the Braves there. Yep. So I'm going to hope we don't get anything crazy happening at the beginning and we have an inning or so to make a decision on that. What are we looking at here? San Diego. Time out.
Fuck this team. Go ahead.
Time out. Evan Hand, are you here, my brother?
Fuck this team.
Time out. Evan, I know you don't follow that much baseball. Do you remember the show the other day when Joey Rackets and Bill Rupp were lighting me on fire?
Hold on.
Now you're out of it?
Hold on. Go back to the other day on the bets on Tuesday, and who bet?
Oh, you bet him the day later. Yeah, you're good at jumping ship on board with me. I'm not talking about
23. It got up to 26 innings in a row. That was.
I'm not talking about Wednesday when you jumped on him with me. I'm talking about Tuesday, which we have the clip of, which I have tagged in my notes section to play back to you. I was waiting to play it back in a month.
But now it's Friday.
Back on Tuesday.
But now it's Friday. You should have done this Wednesday.
Should have done it Wednesday.
They scored a shit ton of runs on Wednesday too.
I mean, but now it's dead.
No, it's never dead.
I mean, hey, Rackets, remember when Tommy had something in 1997?
Evan, do you remember on Tuesday's show?
You don't get that. Those are just no.
I said, save this clip. I'm going to be jamming this down your throat for the rest of the year.
Oh, don't make me yell because my back hurts.
Oh, you can't yell back at me? This is even better.
You cannot use something from a past show.
I can use whatever I want.
Oh, you can't.
It's called Stay Cashin with Tommy G. I can do whatever I want.
That should limit.
They're human beings moving to a new coast, looking for houses, new cafeteria people, new massage people, new teammates, don't know their role in the lineup. Once this team clicks, it's game fucking over. After a 26-run drought, they scored 19 runs in the next 9 innings.
Against one of the worst teams.
And ran buck wild. So
I tagged him in a Dodgers gift the other day.
Giants are fucking trash.
The same Giants that shut them out the day before.
Giants are trash, and
they shut them out for a day and a half.
Dodgers own them.
The Dodgers own them because they weren't settled in California yet.
Oh, now they're playing the worst team in baseball, Rackets, and he wants a fucking kudos.
Oh, Jesus.
Get the fuck out of here. Playing the worst team in baseball.
You guys were talking all that shit, though. You guys were saying that they wouldn't be the team that he said they would be.
And now they scored 20 runs.
So now they're that team after 3 games against.
I said when they click, they're gonna pop the fuck off. And
That
they
is
just
exactly
pop the
what
fuck
he
off.
said. I got to give credit where credit's due.
Against a shitty team.
Doesn't that shitty team shut him out? The day
What do you mean? The first game that they all got there, they scored a shitload of runs.
Thank God. And I predicted that too. And I said, let him settle in. Bill, just take your L.
They're going to lose like 6 in a row. He's going to start crying again.
Fucking L.
So the first day that they got there, they weren't settled in, right?
Take your fucking L.
Right,
the first day, it's all emotion. It's all emotion and energy and hype the first day. Then
They're
you
playing
get
Washington. Oh my God! If they lose Monday,
oh my God!
Oh
if
no!
They
Monday,
lose
there'll
to
be
the
a
Nationals.
limitations, Bill.
If they lose to the you get one show.
They will not lose tonight. They will not lose
They
tonight.
lose to the Nationals
They
one
will
game
not.
over the weekend. You are gonna, bro. I'm gonna make signs.
No.
Lawn. I'm gonna put picket signs on your lawn. Watch.
All right, I'm going fucking San Diego, New York Mets, max bet, minus 111. Probably get minus 105 somewhere. I've only checked one site. San Diego is going to key a lot of shit for me today. I'm going to have them everywhere. They're going to go off. We're going to have on the site for deepbets.com. We got a whole slate of fucking college football games tonight, whole slate of NFL games tomorrow, UFC tomorrow, NASCAR, Truck Series, PFL, baseball, tennis. Get over now. $27 for 7 days. Or just buy the rest of the fucking year now. Football's here. Buy the rest of the year, the early bird package. It's less than like $15 a week. Go in there and grab that now. But we'll be doling all this over the weekend, but I'm going to be keying San Diego into everything. I'm going to be San Diego Mets, and I'm also
really went out on a limb on that one.
And I'm also going to do San Diego, Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to be putting that in too. So San Diego and the Steelers parlay will be – I'm going to be keying the Steelers and San Diego into my whole weekend. Preseason games.
Don't do it, guys.
Do it. That'll be plus 113. Steelers, San Diego. What do you guys like on this?
We don't.
Nothing? Rackets?
No.
You're not. You guys can't.
I'm not taking the Padres minus 275. No way.
No, thank you.
I am. Thank you.
I am parlaying the Mets, though. I do like that piece.
Thank you for my free money.
Well, I mean, you owe me $3,400 for our bet so far. So
$1,000.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
2,400.
But you
And
have
it's
to
going
subtract
higher.
100.
Technically, I should be subtracting 1,000 that you said you'd bring to my house if you didn't say no.
And it's going over 34. It might be to 6
Toronto, Cleveland. We're at 245, and we still
Now
have
he moves on, Racket.
Toronto, Cleveland, Rackets. What do you like?
Maybe the Jays, but I don't really have a play in this game.
Bill?
No, you can't bet. Toronto's fucking crap. You don't even know when they're going to score. And the Indians aren't bad. Or the Guardians aren't bad.
I don't fuck with the Indians. They're a nightmare.
No.
They either score a lot or they don't. So
I don't bet on them or against them. They're like the AL version of St. Louis. Philadelphia at Max Scherzer, Bill Rupp, minus 240.
I mean, Philadelphia is weird. They scored all them runs in a row. They were on fire, and then they just stopped scoring.
Yesterday, left the bases loaded, no outs twice.
Do you know what the injury to Schwarber was? Anyone know?
I don't. I just know he left the game. I don't know if you saw it, Rackets, as it was going on. I was running around.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't see that yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so if he's out, 100% Mets.
All right. Yeah, I'm on the Mets.
Huge.
I'm on the Mets anyways for Scherzer.
Schwarber's batting 210. I know he's a powerful
Yeah,
batter.
but he's a guy who kills Scherzer too.
Yeah, it's just,
You got to remember, I think he has a great batting average or great stats against Scherzer. I could be wrong, but I think that he does.
I think you're right though. He definitely took him yard last time I played.
Yeah,
sure.
twice I think. Twice.
Scherzer does tend to struggle with power lefties if there's one place that he does struggle. So let me see here. Pitcher. Scherzer. Schwarber is 4 for 12 with 2 home runs. So yeah, limited sample, but he's done well. 333.
I think 2 of those home runs were in the same.
Five walks too, so that's pretty good. He's been on base 50% of the time. So yeah, he does well against them.
Yeah, it's going to be whether I do that game or not. It's going to be based on what's playing, who's playing.
All right, White Sox versus the Tigers. No chance.
How can you?
Should we ask Ghost?
How can you bet the White Sox on anything?
I mean, I'll just skip that. Skip the fucking pale hose. That's a disaster. All right, here's an interesting one. Yankees at Red Sox. We got Eovaldi on the hill versus Herman. Eovaldi's looked pretty good since he fucking figured out his shit because he was a complete fucking disaster for a while.
Yeah, and then he came back. That was after he came back too, right? Or
he came back and it was after he came back. He came back and was just getting fucking skull fucked, and then threw a gem against Houston. I think he went into the 7th inning, struck out like 6. And then Kansas City, he was pitching well, but got hit a little bit. What do we think? Which Eovaldi shows up? And do we trust the Yankees?
No, I'm not betting the Yankees. I can't. They are the least profitable team to me, anyways. Like every time I bet them, they fuck me. So I'm staying steer clear of that.
Phil,
I would not bet that game at all. I don't. It's no good. No good, Tommy. Stay away.
Okay.
No good. The Yankees are bad right now. Right?
No good.
How can you bet them at all? I mean, if we saw what would that line have been a month ago?
Yeah.
Yankees minus 200, maybe 180.
Maybe
yeah.
210.
Now it's 115. They're barely a favorite.
They're like 4 or 5 games under 500 since the All-Star break.
The problem with the Yankees right now is, as I keep saying, it's like you're much better off just doing props on the top few hitters. I mean, literally, you got Anthony Rizzo, who I'm definitely going to be taking. You want to talk about history? He's got fucking 17 plate appearances. He's 7 for 15 with 2 home runs, with a 467 batting average and over 1,000 slugging percentage, and 2 home runs.
So remember that he was coming, I believe, before he got injured. He was in a little bit of a slump.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I always trust Rizzo regardless. 3 doubles, 2 home runs in those 7 hits. So probably going to do Rizzo 2+ bases on this, and then really avoid the game because the Yankee lineup sucks, dude. I mean, Benintendi's fine, but I mean, you're looking at LeMahieu, Judge, Rizzo, and Donaldson's batting 4th. Hicks is batting 7th. Kind of Falefa, Torres, Benintendi. None of this is scary at all. It's just the very top-heavy top third of that lineup. So just play some props. Play some Judge props. Play some Rizzo props. But I'm going to do the total bases for Rizzo and for Judge. So I'll do Judge minus 120 and Rizzo, where is his? Plus 120. So minus 120 for Judge, plus 120 for Rizzo, 2+ bases for each of them. So that's the route I'm going to go. Any play for you, Rackets?
No, nothing.
All right. Let's move back out. I just have to go in there and check the lines. Orioles, Tampa Bay, Rackets, plus 126 with Voth on the mound.
Yep, I'll be on the Orioles. Of course. Voth has been pretty good. And Tampa is 5-5 in their last 10. AL East isn't really good, man. I'm on the Orioles. I'm on the Orioles actually pregame today, too. It's one of my plays. Even if they go down, I have no problem hitting them again and doubling down on them. They seem to come back every night. They left runners on 1st and 3rd last night with 1 out that could have tied the game too. So even that loss to Boston last night, they had a chance.
All right, Bill Rupp, what are you thinking?
No, I'm not on that game at all.
Not on that game at all. All right. We may have some fantastic news here for me and you, Rackets. Next game. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope, because I can't look and see what next game is.
And Mariners announced that Julio Rodriguez and Kurt Casale were reinstated from the 10-day injured list on Thursday.
Oh, let's go.
Julio is going to be back for my Seattle Mariners, who you guys should definitely throw a stab on a World Series prop for plus 3,500 or whatever the fuck we got it at. You're going to probably be looking at Julio, Ty France is back, Winker, Haniger, Santana, Suarez, Crawford, Raleigh, Frazier is probably going to be the lineup we're looking at here versus Josh Spores.
You might even get Kyle Lewis in that lineup too. I'm all Mariners. One of my other play tonight. Minus 150. I'm all over that.
I will basically be betting the Mariners every game for the foreseeable future with this lineup healthy and back. And Spores isn't even a full starter, so he pitched on the 2nd and the 5th. I don't know if he came out of the pen, or if he opened. But 23 pitches, 43 pitches, 16 pitches. So you're probably looking at Spores and his 6 ERA going a couple innings. And then you're going to have access to that Texas bullpen, which we've seen. Even though they have decent numbers, they just give up a lot of activity and a lot of base runners. Seattle's going to kill them. I don't know why this line's minus 150. So I'm going to take Seattle minus 150. Big for that. Throw that in there. Evan. Dodgers, Lynch. Dodgers minus 270 versus Lynch in Kansas City at home. Lynch fucked us last week, Bill Rupp. lefty versus the Dodgers? Are we still worried about it, or we're just fucking auto betting the Dodgers like usual?
You got to have the Dodgers in a team total and in a parlay as a parlay piece. Well, I'll be having them in a team total and a parlay piece, guys. Put them in. Put them in on your bets. If you have MGM, you could do an alt team total. So have them in there, and have them in with other teams as a parlay piece.
Yeah. So I'm gonna definitely have the Dodgers as a parlay piece. I'm just wondering where I'm gonna go with it.
Probably Mets with me.
Yeah, Mets.
That's probably where I go with the Mets.
All right. So that would be Rackets, Mets, Dodgers minus 107.
Perfect. That's what I like.
All right. I'm actually going to get another Seattle piece in here. So I want Seattle, Dodgers. I'm going to do that. Throw that in there too. So we got Mets, Dodgers. What did I say? Minus 107?
Yep.
Having Mets, Dodgers minus 107 for Rackets. And then Seattle, Dodgers plus 124 for Tommy.
Copy.
Bill, did you want to pair them with anything specifically?
No, I'm not sure. I'm going to have them with something. So,
all right.
You guys just pair them with whoever else you really like.
All right. Oakland at Houston. Faction game of the day. Houston,
no, thank you. Want no part of this shit, dude.
Minus 350.
Tommy, you go bet your ace. Tommy G, go ahead.
That's what I'm going to do.
I know you are. I'm all totally off this game because I know it's going to happen.
100%. I mean, this is the faction play of the day. Every parlay in America will have the Houston Astros in it. And we know, Bill, the Houston Astros can score one run at any time. What are you thinking?
I'm going to have the Astros do my team total parlay. This pitcher they're going against is complete dog shit.
Yeah.
So they will be scoring. They will be scoring runs, but I'm not going to take them because they're 350. They won't be in a parlay for me. Money line because I don't take over 300s.
Yeah.
So, screw you.
I'm going to take a small. You can write small next to it. A little small stab on Oakland plus 2.5 minus 120. It's one of the things I said we're going to start doing the rest of the year. Whenever we see a minus 300 or better, go stab 2.5 on the other side at even money. So I'll take a small stab at that and just hope the Astros don't throw up an 8 spot.
What were the odds there?
Minus 120.
Minus 120.
St. Louis, Milwaukee, Bill. Montgomery on the hill again. Does he replicate what he did to the Yankees against Milwaukee and Lauer? Minus 160.
I like the Cardinals. I'm going to have – they kill lefties.
Yeah.
With them on the lefties. So I may have them first 5. Let's see what that is. Cardinals first 5 is minus 175. I do like that. And I will have Arenado and Goldschmidt in parlays, hit parlays.
Yeah, I'm going to have that too for the subscribers. Arenado and Goldie came through for us yesterday on our Dylan Cease.
Arenado's just on fire.
So is Goldie. I mean, Goldie's.
I mean, Goldschmidt, I think, hits like 450 against lefties.
Those lefties, yeah. Rackets?
I'm on the Cardinals, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of stuff on the props on that game for the subscribers. Diamondbacks, Rockies. We're looking at in-course field. Rockies minus 124 versus the Snakes, Joey Rackets, and Zatella and Davey.
Nah, I'm not testing my luck with the Diamondbacks again. I'm off that game.
Okay, Bill?
Yeah, no, not.
I'm going to be on a lot. I'm going to save this for the subscribers. I got a bunch of stuff for this game that I'm going to be putting out. Your hint is that it's 92 degrees in Colorado. And you saw the ball start flying. Remember yesterday, Bill, the temperature jumped 6 degrees over the course of one inning, and that's when they started hitting all the fucking home runs. Mm-hmm. So it jumped from 85 to 92. So 91 degrees to start the game here in Coors. There will be runs, and I have some interesting ways we're going to play that and get some big money. Sandoval and the Angels versus Papa Molly. I'm sweating in the Twins. Molly minus 136. Rackets.
Nothing here for me.
No,
got no interest. I'll be right back too. 1 second.
Right.
Nope.
Nothing. All right. San Francisco Giants minus, I don't know if they're minus 300 on other books, minus 290 here. Versus my beloved Pittsburgh Pirates. Giants were my darling. Rodon's on the mound. Rodon's been a little more erratic of late. I'm not going to make this an official play here. I'm going to have something for the subscribers on this just to get a little funky. But I think I'm leaning the Pittsburgh side on this. Pittsburgh just fucking gives good teams when they're big underdogs fits. They're probably the best cover team in America when plus 200 or better. As I schooled you fools on with Milwaukee last week when they did that. But Bill, you trust Rodon and the Giants?
No. I'll never bet the Giants minus anything over 200.
Yeah, you can't touch it. So if you're leaning anywhere, you lean at Pittsburgh on that. Let's see here. I think that is it, correct? That's it for the baseball slate?
Yeah, just to see, some guy in the chat said the Oakland line is +2.5, not 1.5.
Plus 2.5. Yeah, 2.5.
Just making sure. And Bill, you wanted the first 5 of the Cardinals?
Yeah, minus 175.
All right, that's a money line.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's bring on Constantino. Let's talk some UFC. Bill, is there any truck series or anything like that going on tonight or anything you want to throw out?
Nothing I'm going to pop. Nothing right now.
All right, Joey Rackets. We'll let you go, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your day, brother.
All right, we'll see you guys later tonight.
All right, peace, dude.
Later.
All right. Con Man, what up, brother?
What's up?
Nothing much. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing good.
Coming
Looking
off
forward to tomorrow.
Coming off a nice contender series again. You seem to have found your sweet spot in this contender series. Swept the sides. You got every fight right. Just one small miss on an inside the distance instead of going in a bell, but got everything. If anyone who parlayed every one of Mike's picks, he went 5-0 again on the sides.
You know what? You're right. And 5-0 on the sides, but it cost me not finishing that one fight inside the distance. And it's a good lesson on greed because I'd like to do the full fight parlays. And
I don't know why you did that.
Well, because I win them. But my point is,
whatever you're doing, 5, just take the money lines.
Well, if you allow me to finish my thought, it's a good lesson about greed because I put the side in there and it only took back, I think, 398. And I'm like, I think he's going to win inside the distance. Let me see what it gets. And it got like 598 or whatever it was. And I literally took it out and put that in. So the greed cost me. So the point is, you're right. And of course, like clockwork, guess what? Today's bets are both inside the distance bets, not just to win the fight. Let's go.
You can't help yourself. Pull your camera down a little bit. Your chin's off the thing on the screen.
Hey, Ghost said that the other day. I don't know why it keeps popping back.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're good.
A little bit.
All right.
And you know what he said to me the other day? He goes, your bottom chin is cut off. In his subtle ghost monotone thing via text message, he goes, your bottom chin is cut off. I go, great. I got multiple chins.
The second chin was hanging on the screen.
Yeah, imagine. Bill's wearing a girdle. My son fat shames me too. So
that's great. All right. So I got to get a drink real quick. So start us off here. I'll be back in 1 second. What do you think of this card, first of all? And then lead us into the first fight that you're going to be betting here. I'll be back in 1 second.
Yeah, the card itself, it's a decent card, but the lines are a little weird on it. You know, a lot of 300s and, in that little range. So there's a couple fights I like to finish. And last week here on Stay Cashin, we had a parlay with 2 fights inside the distance, McKinney inside the distance and Quinlan inside the distance. The Quinlan fight got postponed to this week, and McKinney easily cashed inside the distance. So I'm coming right back with Quinlan in this fight. I think he gets Jason Witt out of there. Jason Witt is a plodding forward, wrestling-based fighter, and Quinlan is an animal. Quinlan's got speed and power in his hands. He's 5-0, 3 knockouts, 2 submissions. He's a black belt on the ground, but it's on the feet with the power punches where he really excels. I just think that he's going to get Witt out of there fast. Witt's been dropped by 3 of his 5 opponents. He's been known to have a glass chin. I like Quinlan here inside the distance at minus 120. And the only reason I did inside the distance instead of the knockout prop, it's only a minimal 10-cent difference. So might as well throw it in there. What if he drops him and jumps the neck or something? He is a black belt. So I like Quinlan inside the distance. And then the other fight I like is Bruno Silva inside the distance. I like them both by knockout, but for an extra 10 cents, you get the submission path as well. Gerald Meerschaert, we know what he is at this point. He's either going to submit you or he's basically going to lose the fight. And sometimes it's by vicious knockout, as we saw with Khamzat Chimaev, when they fought. And Silva has got dynamite in his hands, 22 wins. I think it's 19 knockouts. And he just fought Alex Pereira, which was kind of like I hate to say a sacrificial lamb fight, but there were 2 very good fighters. Pereira got the win and now is going on to fight Adesanya. And Silva had a good showing. He kept up with him in the striking and he got 2 takedowns in that fight. I just think he's going to sprawl and brawl his way to victory here against GM3. And you could either bet these straight, Quinlan minus 120 inside the distance and Silva minus 160 inside the distance. But if you put them together in a parlay, you get back plus 196. So depending on how you want to risk it, I'm going to play them both ways. I'm going to play them inside the distance straight, and I'm going to put them together in a parlay and get back 196.
All right, I'm going to play them straight for sure, and then probably parlay them with
DraftKings right now is the only site for some reason that has the inside the distance line. So those numbers are coming from DraftKings. Okay. I don't know why everybody else doesn't have them up yet. They usually do.
And me and Bill spent last night, part of last night or 2 nights ago, whenever it was, watching the Dominic Cruz Uriah Faber throwback on the UFC when Dominic Cruz just fucking literally ended Uriah Faber's career and dismantled him in the most dominant 5-round fight of a trilogy I think I've ever seen. You got Cruz versus Marlon Vera here. Does Cruz still have anything in the tank? I know he relied mostly on speed and foot movement and being unorthodox and being difficult to hit. That's not the type of fighter as they get older and slow down who tends to thrive, especially with his injury history. You think Vera just works him here, or do you think Cruz can steal one?
It's an interesting matchup. I mean, from a betting perspective, it's hard not to take that much money back on Cruz, who is a live dog, and he's the one that is most likely could be a minute winner here. Vera is a slow starter, and he relies on a lot of big one-shot power, and he's good off his back on the ground, so he doesn't mind fighting off of it, which loses points in the judge's eyes. Cruz, as you know, has tricky footwork, and to your point, yeah, he's like a broken man. He had knee replacements on both knees. He's broken both hands multiple times. And he just came off a upper body injury as well. But he is off of 2 wins. And his losses before that were to Henry Cejudo, no shame, and he got knocked out by Cody Garbrandt, who wound up fading after that fight. But he's on a 2-fight win streak, and he's got one of the highest IQs in the UFC. So it's hard to bet against them here. As of right now, I'm passing on the fight. I mean, I like both fighters. But right now, it's a pass.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this either.
But I would lean to taking the money. I mean, because, again, he's most likely to be the minute winner. So he can win a decision. He can box him up. He's going to fight smart, right? But Vera's got that big one-touch power.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably be looking at maybe this fight to go to distance would probably be something I'd be looking to play.
The only thing that's tough with that is, like I said about Vera, he gets those big moments, right? Like against Frankie Edgar, against Rob Font, front kick to the face. There are those big moments that he's been doing recently. So that's the only thing that might scare me off that.
Yeah,
if you think it's going to go to distance, you got to be on the Cruz side and then take back plus money.
Yeah, it's going to be I think another way to play it may be Vera by knockout and Cruz by points. You get plus 300 on both of those. But either way, subscribe, find out where Mike ends up on that fight, if at all. Dominic Cruz is a tough guy to bet on or against at this point in his career, just because he's so difficult to hit when he's on, and he's kind of washed and fucking banged up. Anything else on this card you want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I like, but to your point, get subscribed, because even some lines aren't out now. Like there's other fighters I like inside the distance that the line's not posted up yet. So we're gonna have a bunch of bets on this card. I think it's a good betting card and a lot of ways to attack it.
We do have I know you probably haven't looked at it yet because you've been heavy in the UFC stuff. We do have PFL tomorrow morning. Isn't that a weird?
We got Bellator tonight.
Bellator tonight. Let me just see if there's anything Mike may recognize on here. Who's the headlining fight tonight? I don't know. Maybe Mike, you maybe throw any Bellator out or PFL?
I'm going to pull it up. I didn't look into it.
We don't have to do it on the show. I'm saying
we'll do it live right now. I'm saying we'll do a quick scan. We've done that in the past and actually won a couple of fights with Bill when he was on Kayla Inside the Distance or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Remember, we looked live and wound up being a winner. And all right, Neiman Gracie, who I really like, is the main event against a fighter I don't really know, Yamauchi. I don't know him. I know Mr. Van Zant, Austin Weatherford, is on this. Paige Van Zant's husband. He's a good fighter. A lot of names I don't know. There,
I don't know
Austin
anyone.
Weatherford here, 11-1.
There's somebody who's minus 3,000.
Justine.
I don't know anyone on this card. Yeah, Patrick Downey minus 3,500.
Well, that's your almost like a Bo Nickel moment. I mean, Pat Downey, I would say, is a step or two below Bo, but like a very good wrestler. College wrestler. Nothing at all.
Let's look at the
glance. Like a garbage card.
Leave it. Yeah, I don't know any names on that card either.
I ain't gonna force it, that's for sure.
Glance to the PFL. The PFL has a couple names. We got Rory McDonald fighting Delano Taylor on that one as a headliner. A couple more names that may be a little more familiar with.
You said this is tomorrow morning. All right, Rory McDonald. God, I don't know what the hell he has left. Delija. He's tough.
Pretty shitty, Bill. I don't realize.
Pereira killed us last time. He was one of those minus 1,000 favorites that lost. Mm-hmm. Bum. Can never bet on him again. I mean, yeah, Sheffel's good. Juan Adams, former UFC. A lot of bigger names on here.
So, and you don't have to do it now. Maybe something for the subs.
Yeah, I'm looking, but nothing's really jumping off at me. I mean, with the UFC tomorrow, and what a better feel on that, unless something jumps off at me,
Yeah. All right. Let us know if you see anything. So weird that they're doing it tomorrow. PFL's been doing Fridays as far as.
It might be out of the country. Let me say. Yeah, it's in Wales.
Oh, is that why? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. All right, Mikey. We will see you in the chat. You'll be doing a Discord show tomorrow afternoon for the subscribers, I'm assuming. And
absolutely. And we're going to have a lot of bets. Like I said, a lot of these lines aren't out yet, and I'll get into it, on the voice chat, and we'll break it down. But I do see a lot of nice spots. And for our DFS players out there, I think it's a great week for DFS, the way the pricing fell on this.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, Mikey. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Stay Cashin.
Later. All right, Evan, do we have a raffle we need to do?
We do have a raffle we need to do, but we only have 84 likes. Are we going to be generous or no?
I'm going to be generous. I'm in a good mood.
You guys are lucky. We need Healy back, first of all.
Yeah, Healy just fucking dropped the hammer and wouldn't let it happen.
All right.
I'm going to let it happen as final exception, only because I promoted it on Twitter that we were doing a giveaway. And the funny thing is, too, let me check something here because it doesn't look as pathetic, Evan, when you say, dude, we got 110 people in here. We got, this many likes. The reality is we've already had, 262 people watch the show? So we've actually had 260 people in here already. That number at the top is only concurrent right now.
Correct.
So keep in mind, that makes it even more embarrassing that 260 people have seen this and only 85 have hit the like button. But I said, I'm in a good mood. Football's coming back. We're getting jacked up. Hit it, Evan.
Before we do that, you want to know what's even more embarrassing is that we did this for an entire hour. We had the giveaway open. Only 35 people entered this. It's free shit. How are you not just typing something in the chat? It's unbelievable.
All right. Well, listen, we don't have the smartest subscribers, but they are loyal. I'll give them that.
All right, here we go.
Kind of like Bill. That's why I always say Bill will be a subscriber. Not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but very loyal.
Crickets. All right, and the winner is James Corvino. James Corvino, step right up. You are the next contestant on 4 Deep is Right with Bill Rupp. Welcome to a free week at 4deepbets.com. If you are already a current subscriber, please DM Night Ghost and he will let you know what your prize will be. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys all for playing the game. Any final words here, Silly Billy Rupp?
Nope, gotta go. My back's killing me.
All right, Bill's going to die. Evan Hand.
In 10 minutes, I'm going to be posting the bet slip sheet. I want everybody who's in here right now, 96 people, retweet it, like it, do some shit. You guys never do that.
Retweet it. Send it around. Send it around the nation. Let them see how good we are. And I want you guys to go check out the number 3 podcast in America in the category, No Mercy. Me, Bill, and Bobby dropped what I believe to be the best podcast we've done yet. I think it was the best podcast in a really long time. Already have like 30-something thousand downloads in just 40 hours. Yeah, it's flying, and we're right up there. The people we're behind on the fucking chart is Jordan Peterson, who has 2.8 million Twitter followers to market his podcast to, and the other one above us had like 1.4. So I have 12,000. So a lot of power. Really appreciate you guys. Love you guys for supporting the podcast. Make sure you guys review it on iTunes too. I love all the positive feedback on Instagram and Twitter, but go to iTunes, Stay Cashin. This is a podcast too. Review on there, review on No Mercy, review on No Mercy Plus. The algorithm on iTunes really weights heavily reviews. So even if you just write a fire emoji or love it or something, that helps us all move up the ranks. The higher we move up the ranks, the higher we go up the algorithm. The more people see us, the bigger the guests we can get, the more free stuff we can give away. That's how it works. I'm just stalling so Bill has to sit here longer. And he left. For Joey Rackets, Constantino, Bill Rupp, and Evan Hand, I am Tommy G. Good luck. Sign up for 4deepbets.com. $27, 7 days. And stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go.
Let's go.